We're here this morning with Jack Morey in the Morey's headquarters. And Jack would just like to talk briefly about the many things Morey's Piers has planned for the future of the organization and for the future of the boardwalk and for Wildwood. What's on your plate right now?
Well, it's a pretty big year for us. First, let me just sort of say about sort of planning. You can only plan the beginning. So I can't tell you what's on our plans 5 years from now. I can tell you what we're doing now, and I can tell you that what we're doing now will create new ideas that will change. Whatever we think we want to do in 3 years, it'll all be different by this year's over because you just sort of learn from these things, and that's sort of how we go about it. We really embrace sort of planning in the beginning. Although we do have a big coaster plan, and that one is we're trying to put everything we can in our piggy bank to afford that thing. But for this year, two big attractions really are water parks. It has been a while since we've invested in water parks, and this year we're putting a little over $1 million in each water park. Raging Waters, we are completely redoing, and when I say completely redoing, I mean completely redoing what was called the Lazy River. It will be an adventure river. It will be rock work. It'll be sort of a rock fest. There's basically rock work everywhere. Waterfalls, interesting little sort of thematic villages as you travel around. New concession stand. You can pull up to a bench while sitting in the river, and you can knock on the door and get a beverage. So I'm really excited about it, actually. I think we're going to be able to take what was really a pretty tired facility and really not just make that attraction look new, but I believe that the concept of this will winding through the whole park will give the whole park a new, fresh essence.
Okay, anything else? What about the new coaster that's in the works? That sounds really cool.
Well, that's sort of a top secret coaster that, that somehow keeps getting out in the media. We have finalized the design. We're very comfortable that it's been published all over the place, so we can't hide the design. The contractor, the supplier is GCI. GCI Coasters, they are, we think, just some of the best people in the world for coaster building. And we, all I can say now is we hope to deliver that in 2014.
Okay. If memory serves, it all started with a slide.
It did.
And what is the future of the slide? The old slide came down to many tears, actually. I mean, people actually wept when it came down. What's going to happen with that?
Well, it's gone.
Yes.
We cut it up into little souvenir pieces.
Right, I saw one out in the hall.
Yeah, we got that big one at the office entrance. That is essentially where the new roller coaster is going. Well, it is essentially where the lift hill is going. The new roller coaster, of course, connects two piers together. But the location where the slide used to be is where the majority of the lift hill is for the new coaster.
Is there going to be another slide?
No.
No? So it's history.
Well, you could, unless you want to count next year's water slide, which is a bit of a stretch, but we are doing a what's called a 6-lane racing
That's
slide.
more or less what I meant.
Okay. And the truth is, we're going to call it Wipeout, and that's what the old name used to be. So one was a dry slide. This is a water slide. So I guess we're sort of holding a little bit of paying homage to at least to the name Wipeout. That'll be at our Ocean Oasis Water Park.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty exciting attraction. It's too often in this business we sort of focus on thrill rides, and that's important. We need to do that. But you can't always focus on family when you're focused on thrill. One of the great things about this slide is a large family, as many as 6 people, can all be racing together. So mom, dad, however many kids you have, they can all have a competitive race together, and that's I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And really, the river is the same. It's the really same thing. It's a great sort of old-fashioned sort of Robinson Crusoe sort of, float down
I
float
believe
down
the river.
Yeah.
Finally, say a few words about Morey's Piers. That is a sterling concept as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Morey's Piers was, we've been sort of thinking about it for a long time. We've been watching other parks do it. We've been watching parks do it in Europe and really around the globe in countries that don't even celebrate Halloween. And we were never really sure whether or not people would drive the distance. This is a very different place in the summer than it is in the winter. Some of these other operations are closer to city centers, so the probability of success, I believe, is higher. So we were very concerned about that. But we put it on, and it was sufficiently successful for us to go to year 2. So we are heavy in the planning stages already for Morey's Piers 2012.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Okay.